got Jay Rose, we got Jay Will, we got Seth Greenberg, the coach, and we begin with the Bucks demolishing the Knicks behind 37 points in just 21 minutes from Giannis. Bucks on a 70-win pace. Jalen, will they get there?
Is it called demolishing it when it's the Knicks?
Well, I mean, I think still.
I don't think they'll win 70 games this year, but I want to give salute to the Bucks who bring it professionally on a nightly basis. I know what I'm getting from the Greek Freak.
I like that. Okay, let's go to Steve Kerr. Compared Luka Doncic's game to that of both Larry Bird and James Harden. Jay Will, what do you make of the comparisons?
I'm okay with it. And to everybody that wants to have this argument about is he better than LeBron in his second year, yes, it's okay. It doesn't mean he's going to have more of a longevity or a better career overall, but he's the most sophisticated offensive player we've seen in his second year as opposed to LeBron. This kid is special, hands down.
Ja Morant put on a show. He's also special against James Harden, finishing with 26 points, 5 rebounds, and 8 assists as Memphis won their 6th straight. Seth, what have you made of Morant's adjustment to the NBA game so far?
He's the Patrick Mahomes of the NBA. His ability to see stuff and release the ball at different angles is absolutely freakish. To me, he's part Ricky Rubio, part Russell Westbrook, but his vision and his feel and how he releases the ball in passing, the dude is a freak. He might not be the Greek freak, all right? He might be the South Carolina freak, but I'll tell you one thing, he's a freak no matter.
I like South Carolina freak. All right, Kyrie Irving had 32 points and a season-high 11 assists in his second game back from a shoulder injury. The Nets end up losing the game 118-107, but overall, Irving's impact from the Nets since his return to the lineup Sunday has been massive. With Kyrie on the court compared to off the court, the Nets are shooting 18% better from the field, and their offensive efficiency is extremely better. All right, up 45 points, in fact. Seth, here's the thing. Irving, when we see him at his best, he is incredible, and obviously he's going to make the team better. But how do you perceive him coexisting with the rest of the Nets roster for the duration of this season?
Look, that's the coach's responsibility to get him on the same page with Spencer Dinwiddie, obviously Karis LeVert. You've got 3 elite players that can make plays and score it. Now, here's the deal. You've got to manage 3 egos. You know the biggest ego is going to be Kyrie because he's the guy that can maybe win the biggest game in the playoffs. But it's Kenny Atkins's job to figure out a way to get those guys to coexist. I say go the Coach Daly philosophy, and what that means is basically whoever's got it going on in that moment in time, you ride the hot hand.
Look, I don't think this team's going to be a top 4 seed in the East, okay? Let's be realistic about it. Maybe a 6, 7 seed if Kyrie's able to pick it up. The fact is you have 3 guards that all do the same thing. They're all ball-dominant guards. Karis LeVert needs the ball. Spencer Dinwiddie's been playing like an all-star, needs the ball. Same with Kyrie. So they're 1-1 with Kyrie back. I still think they're good.
They beat the Hawks. It doesn't count.
They still have a long way to go.
I was at the game last night, and I have some breaking news for you guys with this great commentary. They actually lost.
Right.
Last
They
night
got
to the
drilled.
Utah
To the hot
Jazz.
Utah Jazz. They won 10 in a row.
And Donovan Mitchell had his way in the 4th quarter. Joe Ingles was basically unstoppable, had a season and or a career high against them. Their problem is defensively. Last year, this team seemed to be the feel-good story of the league. They were scoring, they were dancing, they were enjoying one another. Now they can't get stops. So Kyrie did have an amazing offensive performance, but defensively, they really struggled.
Well, look, everybody's obviously just waiting for Kevin Durant to get healthy, and that makes the biggest difference here. How would you manage Kyrie?
I would let Kyrie just cook like they're doing. If he decides to go off for 35 and get 11 assists, great. They're going to be nice where he's not efficient. Then you have to delegate to your teammates. That's the balance that all great players have to figure out, not just Kyrie Irving.
This is training camp right now because these guys haven't played together. So, it's going to take time for the coaching staff and those players to figure it out. I agree with you, Jay. Well, they all need the ball, but this isn't the only team in the NBA where you got 3 dudes that can make plays that need the ball. What they got to do is trust each other enough and respect each other enough. But we know Kyrie, you get a different Kyrie game to game, week to week, month to month. That's just the way it is.
Whatever happens for the rest of the season, it's just going to happen. Because as soon as the season's over, we're going to be talking about next year.
I know
it's
one
Durant
thing.
time, right?
Yes.
There's 6 or 7 legitimate all-stars in the Eastern Conference. This would be a perfect year for the league to pick the 24 best players, not necessarily 12 from each conference.
All right.
We're talking about a Nets team right now that's going to have an all-star in Kyrie Irving. There's 3 games under 500.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube.
For more sports and analysis, download the ESPN app.
And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.